So here's the slow drain. It's draining, but as you can see, it's doing a lot of swirling. So we're actually going to go underneath. Yeah, here's my fancy camera. We're going to go underneath, and I'll show you what's going on here. So for some of you, this might scare you. Others might be plumbers watching this show, and you're saying, hey, that's nothing. But for the people who are not plumbers and don't do much with this, it might be like, well, what is it? How do I know if that's clogged? Check it out. Get a nice bright flashlight like this one. I'll put a link in the description of the one that I'm using. It's really cool. And if you have the right kind of plumbing, you can actually go behind here and you can see where you have a clog. See how it's see-through? I've done this. I don't see a lot of people like talking about this or doing it, but this is actually, let me flip the lights in the bathroom. All right, it's a little darker now. So you can kind of see where the actual clog is. So it looks like we have maybe like a growth of stuff here. And then we've got pretty clear where the P-trap is. Clear, but then we've got like a nasty formation there. So let's bust it open. I'll show you how to open it up if you'd like, and I'll show you how to fix it. Okay, so pretty easy to fix this stuff. We're going to see where, remember we saw a clog right here, and we saw one right here. So we're going to look at this, and we're going to look and see what this discoloration is. It's a little harder to see this one, but I think you can see it on the camera. It starts right there. So we're going to check that out. This is a cool flashlight too. It's got like 4 different settings. It's got the laser beam, torch, black light, and then the flashlight. We're using the torch today. All right, so I'm going to unscrew this. I'm going to pause so we're not taking too much time. Unscrew this, and I'll get right back with you. Unscrew this one. You may want to get a little dish if you're going to take the P-trap all the way off, because it can kind of leak a little bit. But that's really it. It's just screws, basically. Just kind of screw it tight. Make sure it's angling toward the wall, and that's all you got to do. Okay, I've got this unscrewed. We're going to take this trap out. You can see the water leaking a little bit. So we saw the trap was actually pretty clean, so you can kind of see it's not too bad. Pretty clear. Alright, now let's see what the heck this is. You ready? It's going to be gross. And it was actually this opaque thing. But I think there's actually some nastiness in there, so we're going to get a toilet paper or something. Yeah, we actually have toilet paper. I'm of course referring to Mr. COVID-19, where it was hard to find for a while. But you can start pulling this stuff down. I know there's a clog in here, even though what we saw wasn't actually a clog, it was the continuation of that opaque pipe. But regardless, we're going to work at getting that clog out. There's actually a stem back there that you can unscrew and pull out. And then up top, you can take this all the way out. You ready for nasty? That's all the nasty stuff. So I won't gore you with the nasty, gory details, but that's the gist of it. Another hack I use, if you have a drain that stinks, that doesn't smell very good, it's because of something called biofilm. It's basically a whole community of bacteria or fungi that live inside your drain and start stinking. So just take a paper towel and something that's long and straight, and that's basically what I do. Just take the towel, shove it in there. Remember, we have this already disconnected, so make sure on the bottom, before you do this, your drain looks like this, because it's going to come out. You don't want to shove a paper towel down a drain that's hooked up. So we've got that disconnected. Just put it in there and literally just shove it through. It should be kind of tight. Let's go take a look at what it looks like at the bottom here. And look at all that nasty stuff that comes out. It's basically just a way of cleaning all that disgusting stuff. And now your drain is pretty clean. Once you run the water, you hook it all back up, it should be pretty clean. Okay, you guys ready for that? Remember that other clog that was over here? Are you ready to see it? It's gross, let me tell you. So that was biofilm. And you can see how dark black it is and nasty. So you want to use the same process that we used just now with the paper towel. Just run it through there and get all that stuff out. If you want. You don't have to. If it's not a real clog and it's not bothering anything, it's not a big deal, but that's what you could do. When you're done, just run your water and make sure it's draining okay. You can kind of see it splashing. Pretty cool. Just look for leaks, make sure nothing's wet. See, it's pretty dry, and it should be good. No leaks. Well, guys, that is pretty much it. You learned how to do a couple of hacks as far as cleaning your drains, taking a look to see what the clogs are. And we went ahead, just the basic process of how to clear one out. If it stinks a little bit, you can kind of use that paper towel. Links in the description if you want to click on any affiliate links and get some. Not really do much with tools, but I'll put down everything that we saw in the video today. That's all. So until next time, get back to work.